Hey guys, today we're just gonna go over. I had some trouble with my FMC bean sprayer. I was getting a low flow out of it, and it wasn't spraying. There was just no volume coming out of it, and it wouldn't go anywhere basically. So I've already fixed it. So we're just gonna go up there and review what happened with it, and maybe to help you guys with your own bean pump. And yeah, there's some other stuff we did too, but there's two pumps we went over, and the last one I just reviewed real quick at the end. So take a look at that. All right, guys, we're out here with this FMC sprayer. It's got a bean pump on it, and so here's the pump body itself right here. And so I usually only use this like once a year, maybe twice a year. I use it in the beginning of the year to spray for ticks and stuff like that. And so usually when at the beginning of the season, sometimes there's these little parts in here that get stuck just from sitting over the winter, and all these bean pumps are kind of the same. So even though this is a bigger one, the smaller ones are the same setup. So you just take this and pop this guy out right here. And I already did this, so this is coming out easier than normal. It might be stuck in here a little harder. And so there's this piece, and then there's a little spring in here. And here's the piece that is usually a problem. You can see, like, right here there's like rust right here, and so sometimes here, let's see, get a shot in here so you can see what's going on in here. Sometimes on the inside right here this gets stuck, and so then the thing can't, it won't pump if this is stuck. And then there's another one on the other side, and it wasn't stuck, but sometimes these are stuck, and so you just go in there, take them out, and then just put it back together. And then you just put it back together the opposite way you took it out. So just get it up there and then tap it back in. And then the same on this side. You just pull this one out the same way. Just pry it right here. There's a little lip right here that you can get a screwdriver in. And then just put this guy back over here and tighten it up a little. And just tighten it up just a little. You don't have to kill this thing. So anyways, I was getting like no flow out of this thing. I didn't know what was going on. I'm taking this thing all apart. I took this apart a bunch of times, and I was like, maybe the ones on the back side are stuck. But I put my finger in there and they weren't stuck. And so I was a little confused, because a lot of times, like pumps like this, they have, like, I'm guessing that's what this is for. There's like a little inline tank kind of just to stop cavitation and stuff when it's pumping. And this is a fairly new pump to me, and just without really thinking about it, I thought that's what this guy was. And then there's a little plug right here on the end, so I took this plug out. Anyways, I took that plug out, and there was some debris in the end of this plug, and so I tapped it out, and I was like, maybe that'll help clean something up. And I put it back together, and then I ran it, and it did the same thing. And then I took it out, and there was more dirt in there, and I stuck my finger in there, and I was like, wow, there's a lot of stuff in there. And then I stuck a screwdriver in there, and then I was like, wow, there's a lot of stuff in there. And then so here, let's get you guys set up here. So I ended up just taking off this whole piece, this whole guy right here. Let's see. Oh, I put it on with a pipe wrench. Let's see if I can just knock it off with a screwdriver right here so I can show you. All right, that screwdriver wasn't doing it, so. There's just water in there right now. But anyways, so you can see where this is going now. So, oh wow. So I had cleaned it out, and this is just residual stuff that was in there after that. So there's a lot of junk in there. So, but this thing was so solid, it was just literally packed solid. This looked like one piece. And so this thing was so solid that it wasn't that the pump wasn't pumping, it was just that it wasn't getting any fluid to pump. So that was the main problem, but I'll show you some other things that I did while I was here. So I'm glad that we did this. So I got that little extra bit out of there. So when I was trying to figure out what's going on, I went inside the tank here. And so here's the pickup right here. I don't know if it's too dark. Let's see. Here's the pickup right here, and that just screws on here. So I unscrewed this and I just pulled it out of there. And then I just looked straight down through the pipe and I squirted all that out and everything. And then after I got the pickup out of there, there's like a little hole down there that's, you know, that's where the main spot where it picks everything up. And I just made sure that was all cleaned out. Really, I just got every little piece of debris out of here I could. And so I don't know where all those other pieces came from, but they might have been up in the corner up here or something. But so just, yeah, make sure those guys are, make sure this is cleaned out. There's a filter in here, and that was my main problem. And then while I was working on this, I noticed that I picked up a bunch of fencing in here. I need to get that out of there. It's going to ruin the wheel bearing on this guy. Maybe we'll bring that down to the driveway real quick and fix that. Holy cow. All right, I'm gonna switch from this breaker bar to this guy right here, because we're putting so much pressure on it. A lot of times it'll snap right here. These breaker bars will snap, whereas this can't snap. But these guys, this is an adapter, and see, this is one piece right here. It slides in and out. So these are super strong, and I mean, it still can snap, but you can buy it. You can replace this piece right here. But this is way stronger than an adapter that's one piece. So you can see on the inside, it slides in and out, kind of. So it's sticking up a little bit and it's not resting in place. So I'm just gonna pop this in. There we go. So now you can see it's all the way on there. Okay, this one I can't remember if we got this one. All right, we'll see. Alright, well, hopefully the wheel's not stuck on the hub here. Let's take a look. Yeah, that's on there pretty good. All right, looks like I think we may have caught this in time before it really got in there, so I'm pretty psyched about that. That was a serious bird's nest there. Yeah, it looks like it cleaned up this metal a little bit, but it doesn't look like it got inside there, so I think we're good. Oh, just a little too low. Ah. Maybe we can get that. I think I gotta lift it up a little bit. Put some of this antifreeze on there, or anti-seize, I should say. I just switched to these rubber gloves because when this never sees gets on anything, it's like, I mean, it's like it just spreads everywhere. Wow, that guy's like right overhead. Yeah, I don't know why these are so much worse than the other ones. The other ones don't look bad, and I just took these off and put these on not that long ago. All right, now you can get the speed wrench on this guy. All right, great. And these guys are foam filled, so any cuts or anything you see on the tires don't really matter that much. All right, so the guy's looking much cleaner in there, so I'm pretty psyched about that. These guys look good too. All right, guys, here's another small pump that you just kind of cart around, and this is what I used to use, but it was kind of a pain because I keep having to drag it back to the faucet and fill it back up. That's why I got the bigger one. But you can see this is a John Bean pump right there. It says right on it, and this is the same setup. Just loosen this guy right here, turn that or take it off, and then there are those same caps with the springs right underneath, so you can just service that the same way. All right, well, that was just a quick overview, and I mean, that was a quick overview. And so, but it was the basics, and you know, honestly, those little cups in there, those are usually the culprit when it's not spraying, and I just wasn't real familiar with this sprayer, and so yeah, that's why it took me a while to figure that out. I was beside myself and didn't know what was going on with it. And then got a little maintenance done on the skid steer. So I hope that was helpful to some of you guys and figure out what's going on with your bean sprayer. Thanks for watching, and we'll talk to you later.